Everybody, it's Randy. Let's do a March update. So for what's in bloom is my Honohono, aka Dendrobium Anosmum. I would say the flowers opened up mid-March. And what I do to care for it is in the springtime, you see there's active growth up there now. So I'll start watering it a lot, keep it slightly moist, fertilize a lot. They're really hungry in the springtime. And that's what gives you these long canes. And at the end of the season, come November, actually on Thanksgiving, I move it from here to outside of the grow house against the wall where it'll get 0 water. And it'll stay like that from November, December, January. And in mid to late February, you'll start seeing the nodes swell up on alternating sides. And that is where the buds will come from. When you see the buds start to form, give it a little water. A couple of weeks go by, just a little water. And then when the buds get to this stage, I bring it back into my grow house where it gets watered regularly. And there it is. So this is the second time I've successfully flowered this by doing that. Last year I didn't give it a rest. It still had its leaves, held on to its leaves, and didn't give me flowers. But this year, it gave me flowers. Our temperatures here go just around 60 at the coldest. Never in the 50s, just low 60s. And the days is like low 70s. So that's that. That's the only orchid that flowered for me. I have a lot of root tips in my Phoenicia. Lots of beautiful root tips. Not much flowers. My yellowbird actually tried to spike, but if you see, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's thrips I've been spraying. The tip just dries up and no flowers. It's done that twice. So I'm not sure what's going on. And my Cattleyas. My Anthurium. Not much flowers, just a couple. Mimi Chen. Lots of beautiful tips. This orchid's been trying to flower for like a couple years now. Every time the spike comes out, it dries up and doesn't flower, so I don't know. And here's that Dendrobium I got from the Orchid Society. It's native to Australia. Folia. Lots of beautiful roots that just started coming out. So we'll see Let's see what happens this year. Not much to report. Just my Anosmum flowering. And let's take a walk down side of the house. Swapping out my baskets here with petunias. There's another petunia there. I have to swap out the other basket. But all these hibiscus I took as cuttings. I've got pink, orange, pink, white, all double hibiscus. Filling in the gaps with coleus. I have an agave. Poinsettias I might just throw away. So my double hibiscus, they're prone to mites, and this is what happens to them. What I do is I prune it off, I spray it with 7 and it goes away, but it's prone to this mite damage. And there's my orange one. Orange. So over there I have all my roses. These are David Austin's. That one I got from Costco. I think it was like Moonlight in Paris. I think that one is Eustacia V, Emily Bronte, Desdemona, Olivia Rose Austin. Desdemona and Eustacia gave a beautiful show earlier this month, so I'll probably post pictures. This side of the bed, Emily Bronte. I have 2 here, 2 there. I might dig out because this is the 3rd year and they are not performing. So I'd rather get those out, and I have Midnight in Paris in that pot there. That's doing so. I have 3 of them, so I might just move it there. 1, 2, maybe 3 in front of Mary. So this is Magnum. This is Mimi. Mimi just turned, how old are you now? 11? Magnum turned 2. I am gonna rework this whole area. Because if you can see, my neighbor's balcony is right there and they're always out there staring at us, so yeah. And we'd like to use the patio area and not have people stare at us. So yeah. So what I have here is Musa Enda. It is, I like to say that it's like a hydrangea of Asia, because if you look at the flowers, it's reminiscent of a hydrangea. Gorgeous. I think I have a picture of it in like full bloom, like the whole bush on top was pink. It was amazing. But what I plan to do is plant a row of Panax. That's that little plant there. I say it gets about 15 to 20 feet tall, very upright, narrow. I think about 3 feet width, around 3 feet. So that will make a beautiful screen away from my neighbors there. That there is Stephanosis. It's a vine. It's been there for about, say, 20 years now, and it does not flower the way I want it to. Usually I see them in other people's houses. The whole vine is covered with white trumpet-like flowers, and the smell is amazing, but I think this might be the last year for it, because I have to plant a row of Panax behind it, so that's going to be bumped forward. Remove the arch, so it'll just be a nice green screen. So that's that. So over there, I have my Grammatophyllum. It just shot out a keiki, so it's just growing. I have an Amaryllis there. It never flowered. I planted it last year, it didn't flower. This year, it didn't flower, so I don't know. Don't mind the pine salt. I was mopping the floors. That there is a double hibiscus that's like dinner plate size. It is called, what was it called? Rum Rascal. I am trying to make cuttings of that, so that's that. That banana tree looking plant there is a heliconia. It is windy. This whole area here is so windy. I just want to put up a tall fence and have it be like a windscreen, because all the plants over here get annihilated with the wind. And I want it to not be as windy, but it's crazy. Let me turn the camera around because you need to see this bougainvillea in all its glory. So that's a close-up of that double hibiscus Rum Rascal. Beautiful sunsetty colors of orange, some yellow, reds. Mimi, shh. So there's my bougainvillea hedge that I trained to go 6 feet tall. Because when I'm sitting here, I don't want people staring at me. Those people over there, they like to enjoy their patio as well. We have a staring contest, so yeah. So I'm trying to get that to be a thicker hedge, but I don't know. There I have my tricolor vanda. I'm trying to acclimate it to more sun, so every time I acclimate it to somewhere else, you get leaf drop. So, and here is my fig. This will be growing wild here, so I give it zero love and it's just thriving. Got some donkey tail growing there. I think that's like string of something. It's like purpley. I need to transplant some more babies on top so it's not so leggy looking up there. Can you see what I'm talking about? People chilling up there staring at me. Jeez. Yeah, can you see how windy it gets? These trees, palm trees, I planted as little, I don't know, I want to call it nut. But it's a foxtail palm, easy to grow. You just get a seed, put it on surface level, keep it moist, and you'll get that. These are about 20 years old. Yeah. Miagam, you hungry? So, let's take a closer look at this bed. I am loving this Dusty Miller. I just love the leaf shape. This is its second year in this garden bed. So this alocasia, I think it's called fried egg. I have it as a house plant and it got spider mites. Twice. I sprayed it with what do you call it, sevine, and it killed it. And then 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, it happened again. So don't worry, I hosed it down, so it's fine. So that's that. Here is, I don't know what you call this, ornamental garlic. I love the variegation. It's so garlicky when you smell it. Touch it. Just have some random plants in here. This is, I believe, bugleweed. Once it established, it gets like really dense and puts out these beautiful flowers. But every other year, I strip this bed from it and I replant it just to control it. But once it gets once it's living its life, it really lives its life. I forgot what this is called. It's not doing so well, it just barely thrives. I think I gotta keep it a little more moist. And this here, I guess is kind of like, what you call that? But it's called hippeastrum. Kind of grow crazy around here. Just let it do its thing, and it comes up in the springtime. My desert rose. I do not know how to keep these happy. I might have to repot it because it sank a little bit. And here I have these ground orchids. I had them in the greenhouse and they weren't so happy, but out here they are growing, so I forgot what kind of orchids these are. I remember, I'll put it up on the screen. But it's got a little baby. This is making a baby, so I'll probably take it off there and pot it up. Right, so that's the end of the garden tour. I will probably put some video from this month's Orchid Society meeting, so hang around and enjoy the show.
Full list of things that you're looking at, and I think having some clarification on what to look for and how to deal with some is something that's really all like I say, we're learning our plants, and hopefully this will let me preface this by saying something like that.
I don't look at my writing with the writing sometimes.
So disrupting this makes it easier for fungi to be active because they're not usually growing in the wild how we grow them in pots. There's ways to kind of remedy this, like mounted orchids, mimic more than natural environments, can have less problems. A couple of questions for you don't get right now. So any orchid can become infected in the right conditions. And these things are destructive. They are just difficulty. This is what will kill your orchids over most things. A lot of growers will just start sterile places in nature, and it's part of the microbiome. So eradication is just not really possible. For growers,
yeah, no, I remember the seed.
how fungi affect orchids? So, contrary to what I'm going to say.
Those look vague, those look like something you should be touching and trying. That coloring and that weirdness, you know what I mean? They remind me of like guns and shit that thing isn't
modern sterile techniques in the lab that are able to get some hydrogen. And really, our soil nowadays, so many hybrids, so many organisms with modern technology. But it was just, you need to remember that it would not happen ever without fungi.
Now we got outside
Fungi always need water. That is a big key thing to keep in mind too. They always like it wet and damp. They also like it still, with no air. That allows it to grow.
Three of the more serious fungal problems orchids deal with. We welcome her to our club because she's very active and she serves on our judging board. And if I forgot anything more, we need to get Trevor. And you see Trevor outside.